Wrestling fans around the world, this is WCC's Overload. Tonight we got a crazy show for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. But before we start, as always, if you guys want to call in the show, the number is 760-569-7676, access code 200-446-pound. Also, shout-outs to all our affiliates, wrestling companies out here in Southern California, going down December 2nd. December 2nd, NWA, a.k.a. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, comes to you live and direct from the Glendale Studios. Check it out. Colt Cabana, Adam Pearce, and much more. Tickets on sale right now at contender.com. Also, our good friends over at LCW, Legion Championship Wrestling, goes live and direct on December 29th. Tickets on sale at LegionChampProWrestling.com. Follow them on Twitter at LCWProWrestling.com. Also, check them out on Facebook at Legion Pro. Also, check out their YouTube channel, LCW Pro. And going down in a few weeks, December 16th, Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor comes to you live and direct from the Hammerstein Ballroom. Of course, bell time is 2 p.m. Tickets on sale right now. Check it out. Go to ROHWrestling.com for more information. Now, bringing to you back to WCC, the man from the good old Ohio State, Mr. Good old Keyshawn Jones.
What's up, everybody? What's up, WCC family? That's right, your boy is back. Live and direct all the way from the Buckeye State. You know we had to crush Michigan. I had to put that out there. But it's good to be back right here on Overload. I have to tell you, I miss it. I'm glad I'm back.
It was an interesting Tuesday night last Tuesday. For those of you that missed the show, don't forget, check it out on Twitter at WCC Live. But, Sean, let's get down to business real quick. Monday Night Raw was boring.
Yes, it was. Oh, my goodness. I'm lost for words. It was that boring. I mean, you had a bunch of mid-carder matches, but the only thing that saved it that night was Ziggler and Cena. I have to say Cena.
You know what? I'll take it up a notch. And Antonio Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say that too. I mean, I'm not a big, Antonio, Little Caesar. That's what I'm gonna call him, Little Caesar. I can't say Cesaro. Caesar. I'm not a big fan of his. And Sheamus, he's cool, but I mean, the match was alright. Two powerhouses, but Sheamus was rocking that boy, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, sir. That was unbelievable. Uppercut after uppercut after uppercut.
Yeah. But, it really wasn't that really exciting. I mean, like I said, I watched the Cena and Ziggler match, and you put Ziggler in a match with anybody, he'll make it that interesting.
Right. Man, you know what? Let's bring in the WCC family. We got a packed house tonight. WCC, what's going on?
What's up, fam? Let's hear it.
I farted.
Hey, guys.
Put your pants back up, by the way. Gentlemen, I started off Ryback versus Titus O'Neil. Pretty decent match. Are we looking at a next future for Titus O'Neil?
Oh, man.
He definitely impressed me on Monday night with Ryback. I mean, it's Ryback, but still, I thought Titus definitely impressed me big time.
Very, very impressive.
Man, Titus, oh, man. Let me just say this. If his partner, Darren Young, wasn't out there, I have to say Titus would have won that match. In my eyes, but this is WWE.
Right.
I mean, just think about it, just one-on-one against Ryback, just him. I mean, that boy has the power of Batista, but the mindset of Shad Gaspar. I mean, he could do it.
You still remember
Shad Gaspar? I was about to say Cletus. He has the mindset of Cletus.
Oh, wow.
Really now? Wow. Well, wait a minute. Okay, you say
we're talking about Ryback, right?
We're talking about no. We're talking about Titus. How Titus is.
Oh, Titus. No, I was talking about Ryback. The mindset of Ryback is cleanest.
I was gonna say like, wait a minute. Wow, can we imagine Ryback with the mindset of Shad Gaspar? Really?
I was just trying to figure out what you were talking about.
Michael Brown, your thoughts on Titus O'Neil?
I don't know. I like his mic skills, man. The guy can talk. Had me laughing at one day. He said Ryback. Let's see, what was he said? He said, "What is wrong with him? He needs some medication or something." I was dying. I couldn't stop laughing. But I think he did good.
You know, I gotta agree with you, Mike. Hey, he's been growing on me since he started doing his little promos with Michael Cole on the commentary table. I've been saying this for a while. This guy does have something in him. What could it be? Who knows?
And I can say this too: a lot of big guys really don't have that nice promos or who can speak on the mic. This guy has it both. I mean, if once you get him in the ring and he's a powerhouse, he ain't like the powerhouse you see like John Cena or Ryback, where they have like one or two like finish, 2 or 5 like moves, wrestling moves. This guy brings it to the table. I mean, in Titus, I can see very marketable.
Very.
He has a good future ahead of him.
I mean, the whole barking, the barking of the dog, and just his mic skills. Yeah, you talk about a bright future.
He has a very promising future.
Yeah.
Yo, not to be racist, but check this out. Get ready, Kofi. You're about to get bumped.
I would say that would be the best thing in the world if that ever happened.
There you go. I'm sorry, Kofi. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Kofi. But he hasn't really.
Kofi Kingston is the queen of being Mrs. Botch. And Mr. Botch is Sin Cara.
Whoa. Hell no, not kidding. Yeah, you're right.
What?
All right, moving on.
Next.
Up next, Del Rio going up against Khali. By the way, I guess Del Rio's banging Rosa Mendes backstage and going out on private dates. What's up with that?
Hey,
all I gotta say is I'm not a fan of Khali at all, but this is going to be good. I'm going to say this for big props to Del Rio. Del Rio actually made Khali look like he was a force to be reckoned with at times.
Yes.
And whenever was that?
Exactly.
Well, no, Del Rio I'm starting to like Del Rio as this guy that can help put over other talent. And he's willing to do it. He made Khali look more fierce than he has been in the last few years of doing what?
So you're saying that, Alberto made Khali look like, Big Show of 2005.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sure.
The return of Paul White.
Right, exactly.
I'm just saying, Del Rio is a good guy, and he's doing his job by making his matches look good, no matter who's in there with him. He made Khali look decent.
But here's the thing.
Even though he's not.
But here's the thing, and El can vouch for me on this one, but he's good in the ring, but when the fuck are you going to let him have the title again?
Who?
Never.
Who, Del Rio?
Yeah, Del Rio.
Why not? Hold on. Why not?
Never.
Del Rio is a type of guy.
for itself. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a giant, but, shit, he's slow. What the fuck? He goes like,
okay.
Whoa.
I thought you were talking about Del Rio.
Del Rio.
No, not Alberto. No, I'm talking about Khali.
Oh, Khali.
That's not going to happen.
Get a damn title. That's like Mark Henry getting another title shot. That ain't going to happen.
Del Rio is the type of character they can have on standby that if they need to drop the title to a heel on a moment's notice, they can go to Del Rio because whoever they throw against him with the title, it's going to be a good match.
Right.
So he doesn't need the title. He makes up for it by having great matches.
Yeah.
And when he's going to be the go-to guy.
But here's the thing I don't get, and this is just me. When Raw was here in Columbus, they had Great Khali go up against JTG, and now you bump him straight to Alberto. What's up with that?
Booking issues.
No, the key thing is that the fact that not all of their stars got to travel, but apparently, the booking. Apparently, some of these superstars were out in what is the Persian Gulf?
I'm going to get a chance to come outside.
No, they were out in the Persian Gulf, and the rest of them were out on recording SmackDown. So, yeah, I think what they're trying to do is save time. So, that's one of the reasons why Raw was boring as fuck last night.
I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was action-packed. Like, Del Rio gave a good showing. We just talked about Titus giving a good showing. So far, nothing bad that I've heard. And what I saw, I actually thought last night's Raw was actually one of the best ones in a while. Not the best, but it's up there with for
I turn my TV off. I turn my TV off at 9:30.
No. I'll make it. You'll understand. Match by match, they weren't poor matches. There wasn't a poor match. Every match had its standout moment. The standout moment for Khali and Del Rio was the fact that it made Del Rio a little bit more aggressive, more meaner because he kept the hold.
All right, Mr. Standout Moment. So give me the standout moment between Tamina and Alicia Fox. Exactly. Thank you.
He was quiet.
No, I didn't catch that. What?
I said, give me the standout moment. Give me the standout moment between Tamina and Alicia Fox.
Between Tamina and Alicia Fox, that match happened.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, it built up Tamina. We haven't seen her in the match in a while. She probably went over strong. I missed that match. I went to the bathroom probably. But it built up Tamina because we haven't seen her in the match. New entrance music, I did catch that part. It reintroduced her.
I'm sorry.
Gave her a squash match.
I was too busy watching The Voice on that one. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, you had
The Voice?
Yeah.
Wow. So you were watching CeeLo Green?
CeeLo Green getting down.
Hey, CeeLo Green has a new video out with the Muppets.
Oh, no. Let's not talk about CeeLo Green.
Uh-oh.
But seriously, if you go back and watch Raw, it really wasn't that bad. Like, we had a lot of answered. We got some questions answered.
Are you saying it wasn't that bad because your boy Dean Ambrose showed up? I'm just saying.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's continue on with the show. What happened after the Khali Del Rio match?
I don't know. Just saying. Moving on. Kofi Kingston and Tensai. Tell me about it, Ronnie. Go ahead.
Yawn.
Exactly. Thank you, Michael Brown.
Tensai needs to be cut from the company. He has nothing left to prove.
That match was not about Tensai. That match was the fact that we found out that at TLC, it's Wade Barrett, who is on the mic on the commentary, versus Kofi at TLC for the IC title. That was what we got out of that match.
Well, that was an easy given. I mean, come on, that's going to happen anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but they hadn't announced it. But they hadn't really built up.
Let's go on to a real build-up. Now, this one was really interesting. Rey Mysterio going up against Daniel Bryan.
Okay, now that was good.
That was an awesome match. I really liked it.
Now I'll say that was a decent match. I mean, Cruiserweight versus Cruiserweight, I guess.
I mean, I was pissed because
I enjoyed that match.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I think that we're going to see more of them against each other.
Why?
I don't.
Just like how we saw this time last year, we were starting to see Punk versus Daniel Bryan matches at the start of the new year. I think we're going to be seeing some more Ray and Bryan matches at the beginning of this new year, leading into sometime in the summer having a feud. I can see that.
Feud, but
the feud.
Yeah, they were good together in the ring. I think I would like to see a little mini feud. I don't know how you would do it, but I think they could do a good feud.
Okay.
Well, unless you get Rey Mysterio running around saying, see. I mean...
Well, no, it might not even be that by that point. It doesn't even have to be about that at that point. I'm talking like, in like a year.
It'd be funny as hell to see. No.
Now, see... Shut up.
All right, Ronnie, let's move into your favorite spot of the night. So Michael Cole got to sit down with the new team of the Shield. The Shield, my bad, oopsie. Go ahead, Ronnie, break it down. Who are these three gentlemen, by the way? Go ahead, Ronnie. For those of you that don't know who Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman is, why don't you break it down? Who are these three gentlemen? And, of course, they all come from, well, not all of them, but some of them do come from Ring of Honor.
Roman Reigns definitely is the big guy out of the group. They definitely made him a star last night in that. Not many words, as I've watched some FCW stuff. I'm not a fan of his on-the-spot, promos. I liked a couple of his promos that once he got out of the ring, where he actually had to think to talk. He did better, I feel. Last night, he didn't really come off that strong, but he definitely is going to be playing the big man role of the three. Seth Rollins was Tyler Black in Ring of Honor. I feel that he does a good dastardly heel. At least he did in Ring of Honor. I'm not sure on how he's going to do here with them, because he sounded like a little kid. That's how I've always thought of him. He sounds like he's a little kid. He hasn't had his voice change yet.
Right.
Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, he was, in CZW, said that I despise. I think he's the only thing good that has ever came out of CZW, for the most part. But I think they did a very good job. I'm kind of curious on who actually is going to end up being the leader out of them. They definitely portrayed it being Dean Ambrose out of the three.
Rollins.
All right, let's go with the WCC champion, Heather. Heather, give us a female view from this Shield. What do you like about the Shield? What don't you like about the Shield?
What don't any woman like about the Shield?
Oh my! Oh my!
Oh dear.
No, I had seen, Ambrose and Rollins, the whole Ring of Honor thing. I like them. I don't know a whole lot about Reigns, but Rollins, I've been watching YouTube matches of theirs, and I like him a lot. If I had to pick out of all the three, I go with Seth Rollins. I think he's going to be I don't know. He's going to be the leader, I guess.
Right.
Because Reigns, he's very quiet, but he's going to be the muscle, I think.
Right.
Rollins is gonna. I thought he talked pretty well on the mic. Oh.
This is
Now are you picking Seth Rollins because you have a thing for him? I'm just saying.
It's not because he's a pretty boy, is it?
I know, Heather.
Come on. No, I think Ambrose. I'm not sure about him, but if there's going to be a breakout star out of any of them, it's going to be Seth Rollins.
Right. Sean, you're gonna disagree?
No, I'm not gonna disagree. I'm just like, wow. So they're gonna be breakout stars. Like they're gonna be the biggest stars versus like Kane and Daniel Bryan. So they're gonna be the next ones in the spotlight.
Are you asking Heather that?
Well, I'm just asking anybody that.
Oh, okay.
I think they're getting there slowly. They're introducing them. Obviously, now, they haven't been. There's going to be a storyline involved with them and Punk and all them.
Right.
Obviously they have not attacked Punk yet. And I say yet. What surprised me was they came in and I was just thinking, are they going to attack Punk? No, they go straight for Kane. I was like, okay. So honestly, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting to see.
All right.
Now, here's another question: who's going to be the first one to leave WWE?
Out of the three?
Yeah.
Ambrose.
Next question.
Who's going to be the first one out of the three to leave? And I'm saying Ambrose.
I don't want to answer that question. No, I don't want to answer that question because like what we were talking on the pre-show. I think it's going to come down to, depending on who is actually lead of. If it's an independent group, not affiliated with Paul Heyman, where they are vigilantes, I can see it, if they're vigilantes, they're going to lean towards more being a face. So whoever leaves first is going to be a heel, and I would say Dean Ambrose. If it's tied in with Paul Heyman, that means they're going to be more heel, and I can see Seth Rollins leaving, breaking away and being a face that way. I think it depends on which angle they're going to go with.
Now, here's a question. Now, would you send them back to ROH, or would one of them go to TNA? Because, with Shield,
what do you mean, send them away? You send up from FCW. They have contracts. I wouldn't send any of them away.
Yeah, you wouldn't send them away, but, we had, WWE is good for sending good stars away or repackage, or, they just don't have anything for them.
Right, but they're just bringing these guys in. That's too early to speculate on that.
All right, how about I got a question for Big Red. Red, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay, last week you heard me drop a big old pipe bomb on these three idiots. Hearing their promo, what did you think about these guys afterwards?
Which one? The Shield?
Hearing their promo, what you think about these guys?
The Shield?
Yeah.
Actually, you caught me in the good time because I just got done watching their promo because I missed Raw last night.
Oh, okay.
Man, I don't know. They could have came up with a better name than the Shield for damn sure.
Thank you. Because every time they're like, "Oh, this is Shield," I think about fucking the Avengers and shit. And
right?
The show on FX.
I'm expecting what's his name, Samuel Jackson, to pop out. Like, this is Shield, motherfuckers.
Right? I was waiting for Roman Reigns to bring out a damn hammer or something. What the fuck?
See, the thing with the Shield, the name Shield, I like it, and that keys me into it's definitely they're going to be tied in with Paul, and more than likely also be tied in with Punk, because Punk is an avid comic book fan, and he's been spotted with Stan Lee a lot lately at different Comic Cons across the nation and in Canada, and the Shield is, of course, a Marvel thing, so I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk was like, hey, I'm getting this group together, can I name them the Shield? And for legal purposes, the one post on WCC that has it with it all abbreviated out to being S. whatever, H. whatever, I don't think they can legally do that. That's why I think the Shield, or it's going to be just Shield.
All right.
It makes sense with CM Punk. It totally makes sense with CM Punk, though.
Because CM Punk like comic
what?
books too.
You know what kind of made me? You know what kind of made me laugh about the interview though was that when Cole asked Dean Ambrose, "Are y'all working with CM Punk?" and he said no, and the way he just looked at him like awkward silence, like, okay, you gotta add to that.
I think if they I think they're going to save, are you guys working for Paul till like next week or the following week?
I don't know, but I work for Paul Martin.
And then you got to think, if it is part of Paul Heyman's part, you got to remember, you got, what's his name, Brad Murdoch or whatever his name, the guy that got his ass kicked by
Maddox.
I'm sorry.
Maddox.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked by Ryback, and so you got to add him to it, might as well.
I don't know if he's actually part of it. I still am in debates on if Brad Maddox is going to be part of it. I personally think how it's going to portray out or run out is Brad Maddox was going to be, but didn't get through because he didn't beat Ryback.
Right. Michael Brown, you still here?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, dude. You heard me last week, right? You heard me call these idiots out?
Yeah.
Okay. After this promo, did they convince you? Are these the new future of the WWE?
I don't know, man. I still gotta watch and see how they, I still gotta see how they do things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be fully convinced until I see them get in the ring and wrestle with people like Cena and Orton and Punk and all that. So.
Okay, well, here's a question for you. Do you think they could hold a candle to him?
Well, maybe Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins can.
So out of the three, Seth Rollins can. Okay.
Yeah, I think Seth Rollins is too good.
No, you're just saying that because you're part of Team Heather. But anyways.
Shut up, man.
But anyways.
I just know him as Tyler Black when he was in Ring of Honor. Like.
I think he's biased on the basis of I think he has a long crush for Heather.
Let's go to the real question. Paul Martin, keep your pants up. What are your thoughts on this whole little Shield? Are you gonna call him up when you're in trouble?
I don't know yet. I'm actually still up in the air with the guys, but then I know that some people know I'm like that I like Dean Ambrose because of the mic work and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Like WWE just has to give these guys, some time.
Right.
So, I don't know.
And then you got to think like this, and I hate to break away from it. Would you add them to your fantasy league team, or would you just kind of say nay on them because they're?
I know Ronnie is.
Yes, they are going to be Team Birdman, and they are going to be part of it because if they don't start attacking people, as long as they hold off on attacking people and getting matches till the start of season 7, I'll be fine.
Okay, let's go down to PA.
Because once they start having matches, they're going to be winning.
Let's go down to the PA. Big PA, Maurice. Welcome back.
Rockin' Reese.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Rockin' Reese. Last night, the debut of the Shield. Well, not the debut, but the whole name. Do you like the name? Are you rolling with the Shield? Are you going to be protected by the Shield? Are you calling the Shield?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm starting to wonder if these dudes are going to work with the Shield.
Hold on, guys. Let him talk. Go ahead, Maurice.
Oh, sorry. As far as the Shield, I want to be honest. I have no opinion on these guys. Not just yet, because they really haven't. Yeah, there's always seeing just attacks. We haven't seen problems. I was like, let me see how these guys really gauge with the crowd, like as far as longevity goes, because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna hold these guys up. That's what's gonna start setting these guys up we're going to know if they're the cream of the crop or if these guys are just going to be a flash in the pan or whatever. But it's like, we've seen, well, as you guys probably mentioned, yeah, we've seen how these guys could do, at least Rollins and Ambrose in the Ring of Honor. But here's the one thing. Can they adapt? And if somebody brought this up earlier, I apologize because I'm just answering it. But can they adapt to the WWE style? Can they? That's a good question. Can they take their strength and now elevate them to like WWE standards? If they do, they're gonna wind up being like a long-term investment. Right. Not only collectively, but maybe individually as well. Right.
Look at CM Punk, though. He was in Ring of Honor and everything, and look where he is now. I mean, champion.
That's because he's a Paul Heyman guy.
Hey,
if you look at everybody that's coming up right now, that is coming in to the main roster, we have Antonio Sonoro, so whatever his last name is. We've got CM Punk. We've got Daniel Bryan. We have I know even though he's a crap batter, whatever. Evan Bourne. We have I'm trying to think of other people that have been on the roster for a little bit longer that was in the Ring of Honor. But anyways, we have it coming up Seth Rollins, who is Ring of Honor World Champion. We have Claudio or Antonio Cesaro. He was a Ring of Honor champion, I think. And then we also have Cassius Ohno coming up.
All Ronnie guys. Those are all Ronnie guys, by the way. So go ahead.
They're all Ring of Honor guys. They're all Ring of Honor guys, and all the Ring of Honor guys that went down to FCW within 6 months after being down there have all been said that they're going to be moving to the main roster. Only reason why Cassius Ohno hasn't been moved up because he got in late.
All I'm saying is, hey, you know what? I'm a Paul Martin guy, 100%. But let's go on to the next match. John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler. Very, very fucking impressive. What do you guys think about it?
Should have been on pay-per-view.
The only reason I was rooting for Dolph was for my points.
That's damn right.
Honestly, the only reason I found myself going, damn it, Cena, get your ass kicked.
You should never trust a guy who dresses up like a Power Ranger.
Right.
Right.
Actually, he's more like Static Shock in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The whole fucking... I was rooting for Dolph on that one because for the point.
Hell yeah, you gotta get for Dolph.
Jump for that hell kid.
Oh man. Moving on, Sheamus. This was my match of the night. Sheamus going against Antonio Cesaro. This was
another match that should have been on a pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Guaranteed.
You know, Cesaro actually showed me some of the moves that I hadn't paid attention for. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I tried telling you that.
Yeah, I want to see him do that. You know what? I would have loved this, even though it would have been a little hard doing it with a guy like Sheamus. But if he would have did that spinning back breaker, that would have said, that's it. Put this, groom this man for world title status now. But build him slowly.
Wow.
There are 3 moves that I have yet to see be done by certain stars, and one of them I was actually hoping we would see from Antonio last night, and that was the helicopter, and then we didn't see it with Sheamus. I know he can do it with Sheamus, but man, that would have been awesome.
I was happy with that match, the way it ended.
All right. Okay, next match.
Up next, Of course, Sandow and Ryder, in the words of Chris, hated it.
Yeah, hated it.
Sandow, I'll agree. Michael Brown, let's start off with you on this one. I agree with you. What you said last night on the wall, you said Sandow was growing to you. Sandow was about to be maybe a future champion. And now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just like, man, what the fuck are they doing with him?
Exactly.
Don't disrespect the intellectual savior of the masses.
Exactly.
No, it ain't his fault that they made him team up with Cody Rhodes.
Oh, actually, Julian called that first, and Matt possibly going on that.
His team up with Cody Rhodes, and Cody is out of injury, so they have to do something with him, and it just sucks now that they're in this spot where they have this great talent who they don't have a place for because his tag team partner is out. Kind of like what happened to Kofi Kingston 3 times in a row.
Right.
Hold on. Who was it in the group that brought up this analogy?
Kofi Kingston has talent.
Hold on, guys. Wait, we talking about Marie?
Who was it in the group that brought up every time somebody team up with Cody Rhodes is that then their career kind of takes a hit? Because we brought it with DiBiase, we brought it up with
Hardcore Holly.
We brought it up with Holly, we brought it up now, and now it's been like Sanders.
Are you saying Cody's cursed?
Cody's is a cancer. No. We pretty much saying that Cody is a cancer.
Right.
Are you saying that Cody is a curse to his tag team partner?
I don't know, but if history shows anything, he's already. Hey,
so my question is
like a point there.
So far.
Hold on.
Maurice has a point.
What happened is if Cody and Evan Gordon got together.
See, it always starts. See what happened is. And when what happened is, and a bunch of other crap that follows.
But you know what else? I tell you how they could save this, though.
All right.
Team up with JTG.
No. Oh, wow. I actually knew somebody else. If you're going
to to me, you would actually have to give Sandow a title. That's the only way you really could save him right now. You have to give him a title.
Exactly.
Why does
save
he need
him.
a title? He is a dumbass. Okay? I cannot stand
Really?
Man, let's just be glad Tracy ain't here.
You don't like the intellectual savior of the masses? You don't like you're welcome, thank you for your irrelevant opinion?
Hold on, I know what it is. She don't like him doing the cartwheel and them pink stripes.
I never asked to say
He just thinks he's an asshole.
I never asked to say you're welcome.
Hold on, let her speak.
Dude, he is a cocky son of a bitch.
See, there you
go. You know what?
Wow, hold on.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Heather, go ahead. Drop your pipe bomb. In 3, 2, and 1. Where's your fucking number at? There it is. All right, Heather, go ahead.
All right. This dude, first of all, okay, the bathrobe, that's stupid. Anyway, whatever. Fashion ain't about it. Okay? When he fucking comes out to that god-awful music saying, I'm your savior, I'll do this, you're welcome. Bitch, we never even said thank you. I ain't gonna say thank you. And your opinion is irrelevant. My opinion I don't really care. That's my opinion.
Wow. All right,
championship? Really? Just in a championship? Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I'm gonna channel the Miz. Really? Really?
Oh.
Really?
Okay, wait a minute.
I would rather see Hornswoggle get a fucking title shot before Sandow.
Oh wow! I thought I was bad. Oh wow!
Let's bring in someone the cover for Sandow because he's getting buried by Heather. Come on.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm gonna open the gates. Do not bash her. Relax, guys. Relax.
Just relax. One at a time.
Okay, I would like to start off by saying, Heather, I appreciate your opinion, and I want to add to your opinion by asking you this question. So, do you hate Damien Sandow?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you?
Do you hate Sandow?
Do you hate Sandow?
Do I hate him?
Do you dislike him? Do you dislike him?
I do dislike him.
Okay. He is currently playing a heel, a cocky heel, arrogant heel. Go watch the old WWE, The Genius, watch him with his brother, and you can see a lot of similarities in between both of them. And if you're hating him or disliking him, and he's a heel, he's doing his job.
I know that.
Okay. Yeah, but I think what she's trying to put out there is that Sandow with a title on his shoulders does not look right to her. But I mean, you have to look at it this way: Sandow is one of those guys you love to hate. Unfortunately, just like Edge, he was a guy that you love to hate.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sean. Sorry, Sean.
No, yeah. Well, it's okay. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, it may be good for him to hold the title. They'll make him more believable, just like Del Rio. Like no one didn't think Del Rio. Like no one didn't think Del Rio looked good holding the title. But once he got that title and then took it away, now everybody wants him to have that title now because now he's a legit, ruthless, SOB.
Well, I'll go one further with that one. You want to know how else you save Sandow in this scenario? Hook him up. I say a new alliance. And somebody who definitely would be a lot more compatible than he and Cody, I say Sandow Cesaro would be a good alliance because you would have
you're not gonna hurt my boy like that.
Because you would have the linguist in Cesaro, you would have the intellectual in Sandow. You put the two of them together, and Lord, I would tell you this.
Thank you, Marie.
You may not like the attitudes in either one with their superiority, but if you think about it, you put them together, they'll definitely draw heat because it's like, Lord knows one ego's bad enough, but then when you got two, it's like you'll literally pay that for like people who can't stand the like superior acting people. You'll be like chomping at the bit for somebody to beat them.
Right.
So Heather, see, there are some good points to actually having a bad attitude.
Uh-oh. First of all, Maurice, I'm not going to let you bury my boy like that. Hell no, man.
Hold on. That wasn't a bury at all.
Wait,
you're trying to give my boy...
Oh, shit.
All right, my thing is about Damien Sandow. Okay, like somebody said, he's doing his job. He's playing the cocky heel, but he's fresh. He's something new. I mean, he's not what you want to see in the everyday superstar. He's actually trying to teach you something, but it's not your fault that if you're not catching on to what he's selling.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. If I wanted to be taught something, my ass would be going back to school.
Well, then, he's teaching you something. He said, like, hey.
He's teaching me to turn the channel when he's on TV.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think Hornswoggle does to me?
Don't change it.
What do you think? What do you think half of Raw make me do? Turn the channel, look the other way. But at least with somebody like Damien Sandow, who actually has something interesting to say for the first time ever in WWE, people say they won't change, they want something new. Then they give you a new guy, and you be like, hey, I don't want this guy because he comes on the bathrobe and he comes out to classical music. Triple H came out in the bathrobe and classical music and talked like this. People gravitated to him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
people gravitated
to him. It is called the interesting factor, and he does not have anything interesting about him.
Yeah, he does.
That's to you.
He actually has a lot of interesting facts about him.
I think what I like about Sandow is like he was trained by the same guy who trained Triple H, Killer Kowalski, and that's one thing I like about Sandow. Plus, he brings a little old school back to the style, But his character, I don't like it, but he does his job.
He brings class.
There you go.
Oh hell.
All right, check this out. Let's go on to the main event real quick.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? But at least you don't bitch. Wait, at least you don't bitches like CM bitch.
Oh. We need to read.
CM bitch, damn.
That's a power move.
Damn.
I never. Wait. I'm just saying. I never seen a guy that had a title for a year that's still bitches.
Right. Well,
he made bitch, but he has the title.
WWE made him bitch. That's why.
But he still bitches. I need the respect. I need this. I need that. Motherfucker. Stop talking about what you need. What the fuck do you want?
Respect the champ. That's all he wants.
Wait though. How much respect can you show a guy that has the title? I mean, what you wanted me to? What you want? You want to bend over me kiss your ass? You want me to kiss your ass?
How many times
what do you want?
How many times did Cena have the number one main event spot without the title, or the spring, fall, or spring, summer time? Too many.
I mean, the only time he got the main event is when.
Okay. 7 pay-per-views, 6 pay-per-views. CM Punk had the title, but Cena was the main event. And then what's this about? The whole hashtag.
But then you know what though? But then wait, you know what? If he's gonna bitches about him not being the main event, why don't you go to the fucking office and man up and say, hey, put me in the fucking main event or some shit like that instead of going on national TV and bitching about it.
Hey, we're gonna.
It's storyline leading back to Triple H.
What about the main event?
So that would have been a decent match.
Gentlemen, real quick, let's move on real quick. CM Punk versus Kane. The match was fucking boring. But then again, that is CM Punk, though.
Another boring match.
Kane, I was just thinking a little bit better on that.
One at
a time.
Okay. I was expecting a little bit better of a match because if you go back to the Kane and Punk matches before, they've always been good, and I was looking forward to having another decent quality match before the interruption. And we didn't get that, and that was kind of sad because they usually put on a good show.
Go ahead, Michael Brown.
No, Kane and Punk always have a good match usually.
My thing is, they was better off doing Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk.
Yeah, it should have been Daniel Bryan.
That match, to me, every time they fight each other, it never disappoints.
That's right.
Honestly, it never disappoints.
Right. Exactly.
What do you think about CM Punk versus King?
It was pretty. It was dull. I mean, it was too predictable. Yeah. I mean, to me, to not have a predictable match, you need a lot of near falls, and you just didn't see that in that match. You didn't see the dominant. You didn't see like. One of my things is there's two things you need to put on a good match. You need it's a couple of things. I'm gonna start. You need a good beginning. You need a middle, but the middle it don't need to be dominant towards one side. It needs to have a lot of back and forth action, near falls, and it needs to have a good ending.
But it's WWE
though. Yeah, it is WWE.
He said, but it's WWE though.
It's like storytelling. They need to go back to the art of storytelling.
There you go.
That's true. Part of that entire damn match was when Chill came out. I got excited. I didn't know for the first time. Usually I get excited in a CM Punk match, but it was dull. There wasn't nothing really going on. You know, of course Ryback comes out fucking dark crap or whatever, and you know, it was nice to see him defend himself like that. I don't know. I got excited seeing that going down. So.
And it's another thing though. It's too many. They have too many rest holds, like too many like headlocks and rest holds and stuff like that. Which it gravitates your attention to somewhere else. Like, why the fuck are you watching this? Like, because I thought one thing about being a wrestler that you gotta have good cardio. And it's like you could tell that they don't have good cardio now because they're doing too many rest holds. It's just too many, you know, just pandering to the ref or whatever. It's not, you know, it's not really like fast. I like the fast-paced shit.
Speaking of fast-paced shit, speaking of fucking some good old-school storytelling, speaking of all this nice, interesting things you guys are bringing about, this coming 2 weeks from now, good old Ring of Honor brings to you live from the Hammerstein Ballroom as Heretico going up against Kevin Steen. Gentlemen, real quick, let's get to some Ring of Honor real quick. Go ahead, Sean, break it down real quick if you can.
Well, all I gotta say is if anybody don't know what Ring of Honor is, Ring of Honor been around since 2001, and I want to say early 2001. A lot of stars got good out of Ring of Honor. You're talking about CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Ring of Honor. It may be like your low class, you know, TNA, but they actually have some good stars on there. Some good wrestlers like Kevin Steen. I've seen this guy wrestle. He wrestled Matt Hardy and.
Oh yeah, not to cut you off, but Matt Hardy's actually in Ring of Honor now. If anybody didn't know that.
Yeah. It's just like a lot of good guys are coming out of there. Even what's the name? Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal and Rhino, they're supposed to be wrestling as well. So.
If you guys would like, I would like to run down the card so far that they have going on for that night.
Go ahead.
You just covered Kevin Steen versus El Generico. They have a special challenge match, Ring of Honor World TV Champion Adam Cole versus Matt Hardy. Yeah. Three-way Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match. Scum, which is Jimmy Jacobs and Steve Corino versus the Briscoe Brothers versus Capri Coleman and Cedric Alexander. Yeah, they're advertising Jerry Lynn returns to the Hammerstein Ballroom for his final ROH bout, which his contract with them is expiring that day. The grudge match, Unbreakable Michael Elgin versus Roderick Strong. That should be a pretty good match. And then the special challenge match is Jay Lethal versus the Man Beast Rhino. And that'll be an entertaining match, too.
That's going to be a good one, especially the Rhino versus Lethal. That's going to be a good one. I would love to see that one.
See, that's one thing I loved about Rhino. It's like he could work with anybody and make you look good, or bring out your talents in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome match right there. It's the Lethal versus Rhino. And the same can be said about Elgin and Strong. That's going to be a pretty sweet match.
Yeah.
But one of my thing is, like, I don't get, like, why did TNA drop the ball on Lethal? Because he had the Black Machismo gimmick going, which was working so perfect for him, which got him over.
Mm-hmm.
But then he broke away from that, which was good. You know, he imitated Ric Flair to a perfect fucking T. I can't even. It was like, damn, if you would have had your eyes closed, you would have thought Ric Flair was talking to his damn self when he was in the ring.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, after
that ball big time.
It was like, after that, they dropped the ball with him. Like, he got the X Division title or the TV title, whatever. But it's like, after that, they just let him go. And I wonder, and I always, to this very day, like, why did you let him go?
Hogan didn't like him.
That's why. He was just
that whole push could really put him into the world title picture just for once. Even if he doesn't win it, they could have easily pushed him into that area and had great matches and pay-per-view matches with AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, because they had matches.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Jay Lethal was the X Division champion. Kurt Angle beat him for it.
And there was so much you could have did with him. Because like you said, you could have, because with how he was repackaged and everything, you could have put him against AJ Styles. You could have put him against Kurt Angle. Hell, even if he was still there now, he could have had great matches with Chavo. You know, just like newer matches that would elevate him to that next level. Hell, even Austin Aries would have been a good person. Like, they fought before, but like for like TNA fans, it would have been something new and be like, wow, you could really see what he did against like Jenner, somebody that got the same style he has.
And that's just if they kept him, kept him on his face. I really thought that during the whole Flair and his little feud that they were doing, I was actually starting to think that they were about to flip Lethal to be teamed up with Flair and have Flair be the manager. That would have been intense.
And one thing I heard backstage about that, after that, Ric Flair gave him the seal of approval. Like,
yeah, he did.
Right.
And that's what it is.
Hey guys, not to cut you guys off real quick, I just want to let you guys know, for all you people that are checking out us on YouTube, subscribe to the official channel at Spawn 2011 3, and also follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. And if you got a Facebook, make sure you add us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. Before we go, real quick, let's just bring up the main event real quick. Ring of Honor, December 16th, Hammerstein Ballroom, Kevin Steen versus El.CIBERNETICO. Gentlemen, break it down.
I'll probably look for. I think Kevin Steen probably gonna lose this one.
I think Steen is going to keep the title because he the one stipulation that they made this past weekend that hasn't really caught air. I mean, it was on their live show, not as in like live, but their tape show that they just aired this past week. Was that if Steen loses, he's gone from Ring of Honor.
Maurice, you've been a little quiet about Ring of Honor. You don't watch Ring of Honor?
Me?
No, Maurice.
I don't get too many opportunities to check it out, but when I do, I was like, when I do, I get a chance. But I actually do want to have a little fun about Ring of Honor. Is that here's the thing that I find the most ghetto is that they're actually headquartered not too far from my house. Yet they never promote anywhere here. I don't see them not even getting a TV ad just to no, it's real talk. On any local station they do not promote, and they're just dude, they're in. Yeah, because when I found out, because I thought they were in Philly, so I thought maybe they might do it. I actually found out they were right here. They're right here, literally minutes from my own house, and I was like, wow. I'm about to say, y'all cannot promote in your own county.
That is a good point.
Heather, will you be watching Ring of Honor this coming week?
Oh no.
You're like, nah.
In all honesty, I have respect for them and everything, but I don't watch Ring of Honor.
Is it because of the fact that their TV situation?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Same here.
Well, there's one thing I will say about Ring of Honor. They do have this same concept as over in Japan, because a lot of Japan pro wrestling has it. Their code of honor. Every time you start a match, you shake hands, and then after the match, you shake hands. So I will give them that.
That's pretty cool that they do that. It helps distinguish people that are faces and heels. Because the heels won't do it.
Hey, Big Red, do you watch Ring of Honor?
No, I'll never get a chance to watch it.
Paul Martin, do you watch Ring of Honor?
I watch it like once in a great while on YouTube, but then it's like if I get a Saturday night off, that would be like at midnight at 1 a.m., and that's just 2 days late.
Damn, that's too damn late.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gentlemen, for all you people out there who are listening to this, Ronnie Goss, that's right, Ronnie. I'm not putting you on blast, but he will be streaming Ring of Honor. All you got to do is just donate $1 to his email and his PayPal, and you can watch good old Ring of Honor on IPTV. For more information, just go to the Facebook page at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central, or follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. Ronnie,
wait, I gotta ask something. I gotta say something. Ronnie, will you be watching Ring of Honor? Yes, I will.
Leading up to it.
You sounded suspect there, man.
Leading up to it. Are you saying leading up to it?
Michael Brown, will you be watching Ring of Honor?
I'd like to, but I don't know, man. Sunday's usually my lay-around day, you know. I'd like to, but I just don't want to.
As always, WCC reminds you to keep on supporting your local indie scene. Support every fucking wrestling show you can. These guys put their heart and soul in the ring. T-Sean Jones, before we go, anything else?
All I gotta say is every wrestling fan out there, keep supporting what you know, and that's professional wrestling. If you're a fan, if you're a writer, if you're a wrestler, whatever you do, just keep supporting the sport and the entertainment business as follows.
That's right. We will see you next Tuesday, every Tuesday night, right here on the WCC Network at Spawn Half 2011, number 3. Sign us up on YouTube. For more information, like I said before, and I'll say it again, follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. Also, check it out on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Central. I am EL.CIBERNETICO alongside with the Grand Slam champion, Maurice. Also, the new Grand Slam champion, T-Sean Jones.
Yes.
And hopefully, winner of season number 6, Heather Powell.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, we are out of here. Paul Martin, put your pants back up, and we'll see you next
Tuesday.
Tomorrow, everybody. Peace. Tomorrow, WCC anniversary show.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Watch Rockin' Reese tomorrow.
Thank you, Maurice, for bringing that up. Oh, my God, totally forgot. And also, WCC, happy birthday. 2 years in the making. Let's keep it going.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Really, Ro?
Happy birthday to you. Fuck it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
No, let's hear that Marilyn Monroe birthday.
Happy birthday.
What, you're not putting no soul into it? There you go.
I just heard
that was me.
Oh, man. Put your pants back up. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Good night.
Good night.